Welcome back to Totally Clutch, the Clutch Businesses podcast or blog, depending on where you're tuning in from. Today we're going to be talking about adding e-commerce to your business. And before you turn this off, let me assure you that you don't have to have a storefront or a physical product to sell online. I'm Angie Viehman with Clutch Businesses. We work with women-owned small businesses to amplify their existing revenue channels, to automate processes, and find ways to do more with less so that they have more time to do what's most important in life, whether that's reinvesting that time in their business or spending time with those that they love. Let's start with those that don't have a physical storefront or a physical product to sell. Those where it's not as obvious immediately that there's an opportunity to go online. Admittedly, there are plenty of businesses where e-commerce does not make sense. But if you've got white papers, if you've written a book, if you developed a free gift for your clients that went over really well, or if there are things that you've developed to support your business internally, so things like documents, forms, calendars, software, or even plugins, there's space for all of that in an e-commerce setting. And depending on what the product is, it may not become your bread and butter, but it's a great way to expand your brand recognition and potentially create a really nice passive revenue stream. So in our business, we look at 3 different areas in every company that we work with. We look at where we can cut expenses, we look at what automations we can put in place to free up time, and we look at what new revenue channels we can add or what existing revenue channels we can enhance. We have an internal document where we track every company's assessment, and with the client data and our years of expertise, the document shows us where the opportunities exist. It doesn't take care of the actual implementation, but it points us in the right direction. So we're in the process right now of developing an app that uses that information and allows any company to assess themselves and see where their opportunities exist. And that app allows us to go in a couple of different directions. So we could offer it for free to boost our subscriber list, or we could charge a small fee for companies to use it. And so that allows companies that aren't in a place to use our full service offering to still grow their business using our expertise. So now let's talk about those that have a storefront or a physical product to sell. I imagine it's not going to take a ton of convincing for you to understand the value of going online. Most of the hesitancy that I see comes from getting everything set up and running smoothly. But let's prime the pump a little bit and talk about what e-commerce can bring to your business. So, although in-store sales still dominate, online sales were projected to be about 18% of total retail sales for the year 2020. And that was before the pandemic hit. So I imagine that number is going to be a lot higher. And I know that everybody's really anxious to get the doors open and have customers start visiting your store, but there are still going to be a large percentage of customers that opt for buying online over the in-store experience just to keep themselves safe for the next year, maybe even 2 years. So if you haven't made the switch to online, now is definitely the time. It's really hard to watch 18% of your business walk out the door. I'm just going to put this here, but think about Blockbuster. They lost their entire business because they couldn't transition online. So as long as your product is relatively easy to ship, going online or adding an e-commerce component to your business allows you to broaden your customer base significantly. And you're able to do that with relatively low risk. So you don't have to pay additional rent, you don't have to hire additional staff, at least initially, and you don't have to worry about segregating your inventory over multiple locations. So you can fulfill all of your orders out of your existing storefront utilizing your existing staff. And then your business is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We have only scratched the surface on this topic. And if you are interested in learning more about how to select a platform for your e-commerce site or what to do once you've made that selection, we're going to be launching some online courses very soon that will walk you step by step through that process. If you're interested in finding out more, you can sign up using the address on the screen now or above or below this video, and you'll be the first to know when those courses are live and ready to go. And if you can't wait, if you're ready to go and want to get this stuff launched, by all means, please reach out to us. You can send us an email at hello@clutchbusinesses.com, or you can visit the address on the screen to set up an appointment to talk about what that means and what that could look like for you and your business. Thank you so much for watching, and please remember that I believe in you and I believe in your business.